Boom! How is everybody? I ain't expecting a full house tonight because like I didn't even advertise this. Kind of just set it up yesterday while I was at work because I wasn't even sure I was gonna do it. Because it's just been a long week and a half. Say hi to you all real quick. Mark the Bird, he's number one. He's number one. Ohio Metal Maven is number two. She's the number two, not number two. And let's see, I'm there. Nailed it. Chad. Clark's Cove. Robert and Melissa. Flash in your pan. Ed. Hashtag PG54Life. Let's see who else. Shannon Dalton. What's up, cuz? Put this back in the comments. And PA Relic Hunters. Just be cool metal detecting. And go on the metal detector. Hey. And Cavalry Relics. Greetings to all of you. Viento Samurai. Did I miss you, buddy? There you are. How you doing, Viento Samurai? Don't think I missed it, but I think I got all of you. Until more people get here. Meanwhile, until he shows up, I am wearing the shirt that I didn't do a mail call on. This is my shirt. Trash Can Kitty from Madison, Maine. NorCal Digger. What's up? David Canham. Happy Hump Day. So, what I wanted to talk about tonight is about events and club hunts, things like that. And it's two reasons why I wanted. Mark Santasaria, hey, two reasons why I wanted to talk about it. One was because my club just had their 40th anniversary club hunt this weekend, and a lot of people were there. And it was like YouTuber extravaganza. Quarter Hoarder was there with his crew, Doug, and forgive me, I don't remember the new guy's name, the young one. He was there. 508 Magnets was there. Andy Lost Boys Recovery was there. Team Lynch Beach Metal Detectors, or Team Lynch BMD now. They were there. Detect the Shore, formerly known as To Dive and To Detect, they were there. Jim Steele, what's up? And I was there. And Relic Recovers was there. And Naughty Dog Treasures was there. And then lots of folks were there. It was probably more than I've seen there in a while. Hey, Danny boy. So I'm going to rehash because I know you guys have heard me say that for me, whether it's a club hunt, a small event, a big, huge event like Dig Stock, for me, I don't expect to find anything. I don't expect to find any tokens. I don't expect to find any silvers. I don't expect to win prizes. They're all nice. I'd like to win these things. I would like to find silvers, but I don't expect it. That's all right, Mark. There'll be more. They have. I think we might have one more this year. I'm not sure. This might be the last one this year, but we'll have one in the spring for sure. So, I don't. And there's times I buy raffle tickets or I find tokens for raffle tickets or whatever, and I don't win anything, and I'm fine with that. And yeah, I was Dawn said you were the most important. I'd like to toot my own horn, and I told everybody there that I told the president of my club he made a mistake on the poster. It's YouTube superstars Team Lynch and Jersey Ray Diggs. Hey Bruce Delver, and then special YouTube guests, Relic Recovers and Lost Boys Recovery and Quarter Order. But anyway, um, hey Shane. So when I go to events, I like to come home with things, but I don't really expect to come home with things. I never expect to go home with more than I spent on my ticket. Hey, Gregory Gibson. For me, it's actually the social aspect of it because I do have social anxiety. I actually have general anxiety. Awesome, Shane. And it's like my brain prepares for the event because I know ahead of time, and then I'm able to socialize and be okay with a lot of people around me. Yeah, I know you do, Bruce. I ain't talking about you. You're the winning man. But still, we don't go there to win. I mean that's I've seen negative comments in the past on different events and people disappointed because they didn't find big silvers or thinking there wasn't that much in the ground or people disappointed because they didn't win lots of prizes or they didn't win any prizes. And I'll say it all the time and I will always say it and I will never ever message somebody a negative comment about a hunt that I'm not attending. And I'll say it like I said, I'll say it all the time. I go there for the socializing. I mean, I could spend the same amount of money and go to an amusement park or, something like that. Hey, Tom Kingery. Peace. So, and digging up the Carolinas. Didn't even see you. JBP, what's up? So that's where I go. I don't know why everybody else goes to events. Or you could say in the comments, you could tag me if you want. Maybe in a few minutes, I might even put the link out there, and that will be for to talk about events and what you expect out of an event, what you look for in an event, or a hunt, a club hunt. What do you expect to get out of it? Do you expect to go home with a Sherlock Holmes, with what you spent on your ticket, or do you go for the social aspect of it? Let me know. I'm curious to hear. But for me, it's always been the social aspect of it. I go there to have a good time. Um, Second part of this was it gets you out of the house, Bruce. I know you're pretty social too, dude. I mean, I spent some time with you, and the second part of it is because one of the attendees of my club hunt, who'd never been to one, was told to enjoy finding. Here you go for the food. Finding all the pennies. Yeah, that was a lovely comment to say to somebody who has not been to a club hunt. You need to go to one, Donald. They're a lot of fun. Hey, Marky Mark. Um, and just in case this is ever seen, this person professes to go for the social aspect of it, not for the fines. Um, so they messaged one of the people, "Hey Jeff," and said, "Have fun finding pennies." Now, yeah, my club does put a lot of pennies in the sand, and yeah, it could be a little annoying when you're digging up penny after penny after penny. But there's a reason for those pennies. And I've been to other hunts too where there was a lot of other stuff than just tokens and silvers in the ground. And the reason for that, well, you gotta go to a group hunt, NorCal. If you ever get the opportunity to go, it's all right. Carolinas is on their way to 700. Congratulations. No, yeah, Digging South Thursday. Is that the one at Atium Lake, Mark? Because I've been to that one. But yeah, a lot of the smaller clubs will throw pennies in the sand. And and this time they actually had new pennies and they let us know ahead of time because they ring up different than Wheaties. The reason for those pennies mixed in with the other stuff is to give each person out there that paid their entry fee to the club hunt or to the event equal opportunity, or as even as they can make it. Um, Yeah, they do spend, and you probably should check your Wheaties. um, so for some, it evens it out because those pennies are going to ring up the same as the tokens and stuff like that they throw out. And you got your younger people who you got. Hey, Tim, who's swinging his detector at 70 miles an hour and running back and forth across the field. Sure, are there people? Uh, does sound like a good song title. Are there people that find 75 tokens? Sure. But those pennies even it out a little bit. Oh, Joe Marco. Yeah, I just spent the weekend with Joe. Oh yeah, that's right, you were. Um, no, I went to Joe's event once. I didn't attend the event, so to speak. We kind of just popped in on it. But I did just spend the weekend with Joe this past weekend. Um, so those pennies are out there and with my club anyway. 3,000 pennies. I think I got 3,000 this weekend. So, oh, Metal Detective when Randy's here. Hey, Randy. Um, true that, Chad. So those pennies are there to, like I said, even it out as well as they can. Um, for people like my new friend Faye. Faye, all 4 feet of her in 80 plus years, and her husband John, 80 plus years, and I'm gonna say the higher side rather than the lower side. Drove from Virginia for one day, Saturday. And after finding quite a few pennies and a couple tokens, I went over and helped Faye. And that's what I did. Because Faye was struggling. She had her AT Pro as short as she could make it, and it was still too long. And I gave her a couple tokens, and then it was for people like my buddy Tom, who moves a little slower, and felt, for a long time he felt inferior because he had a bounty hunter, but I don't remember which bounty hunter it was, one of the higher end bounty hunters, because he wasn't finding a whole lot. But that's why those pennies are there, is to help even it out, you know. And so I didn't find a lot of tokens, and I didn't find a lot of little doodads they put out there because I spent my time helping Faye and helping Tom. And that's what an event is, especially a club hunt is for me, is that each and every person paid their way in there. So bless her heart. I even told them, because they were driving home Sunday morning. They were leaving Sunday morning. I said, make sure you call me when you get home, so I know you got home safe. And they did. They called me to let me know they arrived home safe. Well, you're welcome to anytime, anytime. So that's the point of the pennies. But for somebody to message another person attending my club's hunt that hadn't been to one, saying, have fun finding pennies, LOL, was kind of mean spirited and negative, and you shouldn't be that way no matter how you feeling about an event. Shouldn't come off that way to somebody who's never attended one, especially when you used to like the club hunt and you also profess to go to events for social. Yes, my 2 cents, haha, pun intended. So, yeah, there's a lot of pennies. So what? It was still a lot of fun. Anyway, I know I've seen a couple of you have not been to events, but those of you who have, a couple of you said, Bruce said it gets it out of the house. A couple of you said that you go for the social. But do you look to get your money's worth? Like, do you expect to go home with more than you spent on your ticket? I'm watching your chat here. Yeah, pennies are still money, and these are Wheaties. I mean, on the first hunt they did put some newer pennies out. But that's the point of the pennies, is to even out the field so that those 80-year-old people, some of whom traveled a long distance and paid their entry for that day, have just as much chance to find something as the person swinging like a madman. You know? Am I squeaky tonight, Mark? Because I know there's no mice here. Hey, headed to the creek. Exactly, Mark. I thought most of you feel the same way. Yeah, detectors pretty much are loners. Oh, okay. I mean, my internet is much faster than what it was, but my computer's still slow and dorky. If it's irritating, let me know. I'll change my mic and see if that helps. Oh, and also on the last hunt, I think that one was for bottle caps mixed in there, and they're aluminum, so they kind of ring up. Hey, Looterate, they kind of ring up like pennies. And we made, the club made sure even people who didn't find any bottle caps had tickets. They got 2 tickets, 2 raffle tickets for the prizes. And which don't knock that, because the new kid at Quarter Hoarder, he didn't find any tokens. He didn't find any bottle caps that were painted different colors. So he got 2 tickets. And both of his tickets won raffle prizes. And they weren't dinky little raffle prizes either. He got some nice stuff. So, yeah. Should never, should never diss a club hunt. I mean, I know there is a couple out there that are bad, that were all hype and didn't live up to the promise. And it's been too many people to be disappointed to not be true. Exactly, Dawn. So you know what? That person that was messaged, "Have fun finding pennies," did. That person had a great time. So outside of that, I really didn't have much else to talk about. They do provide that space. So yeah, it was a great weekend. Had a good time. And my buddy Tom, like I said, he moves a little slower than he probably did 20 years ago. He got a Vanquish 540 Pro Pack off of Drew Relic Recovers, off their store. So he's pretty happy. He's pretty excited. The last time in this hunt, I was hoping to win like the midi horde or something like that, because he wanted to get a new detector for himself and give his granddaughter his bounty hunter. But I thought it'd be cool if like I won the midi horde, he'd give it to her. But I didn't win it, and I was fine with that. Matter of fact, I think on my raffle tickets, the only thing, my winning raffle tickets, what the tokens were for, I think I got a hand digger. That was it. And then there was a tricky tray, and I did win. I did do pretty well on the tricky tray. He got out and got a master key for a small lock. That's funny, JVP. See, it's like it just gets in your head, and you got to get out there and do it. I know I didn't publicly share my backyard yet, and I didn't send it to my computer, but I will show you what my backyard looks like if y'all want to see. If I can get to it. Where is it? I just took a picture of it. There we go. I look at the ground all the time, Clarks. That's why I trip a lot delivering mail. That is my backyard. Y'all jelly yet? About 20 acres there. All for me. Hey, St. Lucie. Yeah, it is a good machine. It's like a mini Equinox, like a beginner's Equinox. I found $100 bill along the curb while delivering mail. I think somebody was very upset. I wasn't upset because I was the one that found it. But it was in the street, so it's hard to say whose it was. Can't knock on each door and say, "Hey, did you lose this $100 bill?" See if I missed anybody coming in. I think we're good. I don't think I missed anybody. Yeah, I would love to find a handful. Hey, Steve. Stories lost and found. Yeah, by the way, this is also a British campsite. So as soon as the colder weather gets here and all the undergrowth dies, I will be going out in the woods in the back. Yeah, buddy. Well, you gotta be you, Viento, because there is nobody else like you. You keep doing you. You keep learning. You keep asking questions. You keep popping up in the chats and talking to people. And you'd be surprised how quick you'll be me. But probably better because you're you. If it's green with 100 written in each corner, it's mine. Nah, it only had 100 and a big on the back. It said 100. That was it. So it wasn't yours, Mark. It was mine. Yeah, I'm always looking down too, JVP. That's why my work shoes, the toes are all scuffed up because, I'm looking for goodies and I'm like stubbing my toes because I forget I have feet. You never know what you'll find. I found a marble too, but it was a plastic one, so it was pretty new. Sorry, I'm still thirsty. But thanks, Mark. It is. Hey, Busby. Thanks for popping in. Totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I apologize for not being here last week, guys. Just trying to get the last of the stuff out of the house so that they could take pictures and put it up on the market and all that fun stuff. So. Always looking down and not looking out and enjoying what's out there more than down there. You can tell I do not handle $100 bills. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I know there's 100 on the top left, and I think there's 100 on the bottom right. It's been a while. And, I didn't keep that one for very long. I think we should too, Chad. Yeah, Clarks don't look old enough to have 26th anniversary. They must have gotten married when they were 4. So I really didn't have anything else. I didn't think it would go that quickly about events. But there's some more coming up. Uh, Zero Discrimination Gypsy has one. The same weekend as Come Out Swinging. Yeah, JVP. That was Flash and I believe, right? And yeah, we didn't. Flash actually found, I think, a screw and a washer. I didn't find anything but mud. So I guess it all depends on what creek you go to. I still can't believe you guys have been married 22 years, Chad. Or 21. I don't know which one of you is right. So, dang, I keep losing track of what I was talking about. Oh, the magnet fishing. Yeah, we didn't find anything. You're forgiven, Chad. You're just making yourself. You're counting next year, this year. That's what it is. See, I saved your butt. You got off a year. You thought it was 23. 2023. Yeah, there was nothing but mud. But I guess it depends on what river you're at, how populated the city is, and what the crime rate is. Apparently, if you want to find goods, I guess you got to be kind of where it's a high crime rate. Yeah, you guys still don't look it, Robert. Not at all. Hey, Chuck Valenzuela, what are you cooking? All right, digging up the Carolinas. I'll try to make sure I get in. Hey, Cowling. Sorry. Hey, two brothers. Rock Butcher. Big thumbs up. And that's why you guys have lasted 21 years, Chad. I almost said 22 also. Oh, sounds good, Chuck. Zucchini, squash, carrots, except for the carrots part. I like them raw. I don't like them cooked. What's that noise? Is probably my microphone. Hey, Martin Smith, or my dog drinking water. It's one or two things. I'm in my new place. I'm not really even set up. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep my detecting station here in my bedroom with me, or I have an extra room. Right now, it's my cat's room. Oh yeah, with the trippy triple silver. Is that the one you're talking about, Nicole? Wow, Shannon. Congratulations to that. You know, so many people give up these days. I don't see a lot of people making it that far. 20, 35 years. That's awesome. Stuff to be proud of. Mm, actually, pretty quiet. It could be the house. I don't know. Like I said, I just threw everything together tonight so I could stream. I'm not even unpacked. Still a little bit of work that has to be done on the house. Yeah, it's probably my microphone. I don't know. I mean, I could change it while we're talking. It's, I don't know if it's using, Is that any better? I changed my microphone. Or can you hear me? I don't know. Frank hasn't posted anything. All right, so it's probably my microphone. Like I said, I kind of just threw everything together and threw everything on my desk. I'm still not unpacked. Still got to do that. And then hopefully in the next couple, because there's still some little things that need to be done on the house. Just put the new window in. Got to do the trim, a couple other things, and then maybe in the next stream. Oh, excuse me. Alien transmissions could be. I'm like in the middle of a town, but in the middle of nowhere. Um, Maybe I'll take you on a walking tour of the new place. Get out. I don't know. I've been waiting for a voice to say that too, but fortunately, the house is not that old. The house was built in '76. Oh yeah, I'll have to remember. Well, we might be. So I have an extra room. Like I said, right now it's my cat's room. That's where she stays. Um, she's almost 19. I can't show you now, man. There's everything everywhere. But I promise you, as soon as I get unpacked and organized a little bit, I will take you guys on a walking tour. Um, and if Creek Geek, what's up? Probably do it in the beginning of the stream so we can get some outside too before it gets dark. Yeah, it was probably my webcam microphone. I'm using the computer one. So yeah, I gotta get unpacked and stuff like that. Which I don't know if it's gonna take longer than packing did. MTV Cribs Rachel Ditchin. Yeah, might do that. Who knows? Might have to start. I don't really want to. I'm gonna stay at 7:30 for because Iron Antler Adventures going back an hour to 7 or 6 o'clock his time because he streams late sometimes, and I don't want to start the same time as him. But I might just for one night, just so we can see around the farm a little bit before it gets dark. Yeah, stay safe, dude. Were you in the evacuation zone for Hurricane Sandy? We were. They even came through, and told us to get out, and they kept coming through right up until the storm to see if anybody was in their homes and stuff like that. And we just turned the lights out. We stayed. My neighbors across the street from me stayed, and oh yeah, I do, Robert. I just saw your comment. Oh, you're on the East Coast, but isn't it supposed to cut across from Tampa all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, or the Tampa just below, just south of Tampa? Now I got people about 4 hours north of Tampa, so I guess they'll be getting the outer bands up there, up by Tallahassee. So the storm hit. It was like the apex of the storm was like 8 p.m. And I remember about 7:30 ish, my neighbors texting us they were in their attic because their house was already filled with water, and there was nothing we could do because if we were to cross the street, the middle of the street was like 12 feet deep. Yeah, it's a busy little storm. You don't even want to see how I packed, Dawn. I mean, half of my stuff doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever. I was just like tossing stuff. I was just like, I don't have anything marked kitchen, bedroom, whatever. It's just thrown in a box and brought to the house. So and it won't take long. I don't really. It looks like I have a lot, but I don't have it. I don't have a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna set up an office in the spare room, or as I'm calling it now, Muffin's room. Natural repacking. Yeah, it was pretty much. I guess that's what it was. Well, they were able to get out of their attic as soon as it receded. Yeah, the YouTube office. I don't know. It's got it. That's probably the one room that has the best view of the farm from inside the house. Decorate with all the channel stuff would be cool. Yeah, it would. Um, hey Tim, man, I'm thinking about it. I think I'm gonna set up the spare room as an office backslash Muffin's room. She's 18 and a half, and I didn't really let her in the rest of the house yet because it was stressful enough just to move from the only house she's ever known. She's not happy. Um, well, Muffin's not paying on the house, so I guess she's not gonna get the room. That's what you're gonna do? A YouTube room? Yeah, I'll probably do a YouTube room. Guest room. Um, but yeah, she's not happy. She's meowing all night, crying all night. She's settling in a little bit better. She is sleeping now, but she'll only eat the little treats. She will not eat her food. I don't know, Nicole. She's like I said, this is my house was the only one she's ever known literally from the time she was born. So um but she's eating treats and she's sleeping and stuff, so we'll see. I don't know, two brothers. I think she's freaked. I don't think she's mad because like I think she has a little bit of senility. The Jersey Ray Command Center. Well, Flash has a command center and Clark's have a command center, so I guess I could do that. And like I said, it has a really good view of the farm. So if I set up the desk with the window behind me, that would you guys would have a nice view during when you can see it. So when Slash is just like, I think Slash honestly thinks he's on vacation again. I don't think he's gotten into his head yet that we live here now. Yeah, I have a chair, a stuffed chair that she sleeps on, so that's in the room with her. Oh, Slash, not Flash. Yeah, I think Slash is thinking he's out there with us, out there with you, Flash, because yeah, I don't think it's hit him yet that he lives here now. Oh, I hope not, NorCal. uh, yeah, I think he's waiting to go back home, but he likes it here. He's got the backyard where the pool is at. It's pretty big, so he runs around that, and then there's like a paddock, an old paddock that is probably a good almost acre or so, and so he has run of that too. He does little zoomies. He's loving it. But yeah, I think he thinks that we're just visiting. Hashtag Team PG for life. PG5 for life. Hey, I gotta ask, Flash. I probably am Creek Geek. Um, I can't fully commit yet because I did promise Gypsy that I would help her with her event, which happens to be the same weekend. So right now it's a little bit up in the air, but I may be going to come out swinging rather than to Texas because somebody also wants me to dog sit, and it's that weekend. So everything's happening that weekend. I would probably giggle too, Mark, not to be mean. But yeah, Muffin, I put food in her bowl and she'll tell me it's empty. So, all right, awesome. I mean, I most likely will be going to come out swinging. I would say there's 75% chance. I may not stay out there because if I'm dog sitting, yeah, it just seems to be that weekend, two brothers. I mean, the rest of the year, I'm doing nothing, like literally nothing. Um, but if I'm dog sitting, I'm gonna have to drive out to Boyerstown every morning and come back every day after the hunt, rather than staying out there. That would be the only issue. So yeah, just let Gypsy know that you want to help out with her hunt, Dawn. Um, because I told her come out swinging was that weekend. I think she was going to try to do afterwards, but I think this was the only weekend she can get the permission for. So yeah, yeah. But either way, come out swing is another fun little hunt. I didn't go away with a whole lot last year. You know, I went away with a few things. A little bit of silver. I won a couple little Civil War display boxes. I had a good time though. It was a social once again. Hanging out with Charles from Keystone History Hoarders, um, Sean Keller, Berks County Metal Detectives, Robert Thiessen, who runs it. Some of my club members were there. It was a good time. Good time. I don't know yet. I don't know. In 23. Um, I don't really know. I know I am gonna go to Digstock in North Carolina. Um, I don't remember what weekend it is, but I will be at that one. This year's Digstock, I may just be driving up for Sunday. Delver, which one are you trying to get? Which one are you planning on going to? Come out swinging or Texas? Yeah, but that 2 cent piece was awesome. I never found one. Yeah, they lowered the price though, Ed. I think it's I don't remember what it is offhand now. 215, 235 for 3 days. I will, Dawn. I'll be at Flash Bash too, Ed. I'm making sure I'm getting that week off. Um, so yeah, I'm going to dig stock in 23. Uh, I think they have camping nearby. All right, Clarks. Talk to you guys soon. Definitely, Mark. Definitely does. If you could find people to, like room up with, it would bring the cost down. Yeah, I haven't found one, Creaky. Which one are you going to, Bruce? Oh, come out swinging. All right, awesome. Just to let you know, Bruce, I stayed at a bed and breakfast. I'll have to get the information and I'll message you on Facebook. It was equivalent of a hotel room in price, and it was a really nice place. Really nice place. It wasn't that far from the hunt. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but if I'm able to actually stay out there, I will be staying at that B&B again. It was really good. They had a great room. Yeah, it was my first B&B. It was a nice B&B too, and I had the 1860 room. I was just thought it was fitting, and then I found out that it was called the 1860 room because it has always been a inn since 1860. Mm. I don't know why I'm so thirsty. It was really not that hot today. That too, Nicole. I know that the bigger events, like for say instance, Digstock, I do know people will all pull in on an Airbnb, which will bring the cost down. Um, Stuff like that. I think I'm not sure. I don't remember if they said there was camping at the Digstock in the Carolinas or not. I know they have had camping. The Lehigh Valley hunt in October. What date is that, Carolyn? If it's like a Sunday, I could probably go. Yeah, I know a few people that Airbnb together. Like I said, it cuts the cost way down, makes it less than a hotel or a motel. But the chat got quiet. Let's see if there's anything else to give me an idea. We stayed at a camper in a family's yard in North Carolina. Then I dig it around. Everything. This is the thing. Okay, that's good thing that you brought up there, Nicole. A lot of people don't realize everything is negotiable. Everything. Nothing. No price is set in stone. You can go to Best Buy tomorrow and haggle for a TV, but your real luck is going to be anywhere they make a commission. But yeah, you can haggle for anything. You can haggle for a room. You can haggle for anything. Especially if it truly is off season, yeah, you have a much better chance of getting a lower cost on the room. There's ways they could be like, oh, okay, I'll give you, a senior discount, whatever. Yeah, you can haggle on everything. People don't even realize that, except for cable. Wow, they won't allow Airbnbs. Good night, Creek Geek. I'll see you at COS. That's true, Chad. Like I said, especially with cars. I can't believe how many people just go into a dealership and pay the sticker price. It's like you're afraid to haggle them down. All you're haggling really is the salesman's commission. And trust me when I say that commission starts out really high. There's a lot of wiggle room. Yeah, they do. I saw something on YouTube about somebody that Airbnb'd like the extra room in their house, and the woman wouldn't leave. It was like some news thing, but it was on YouTube. It was crazy. And like the woman would be cussing out the woman that owns the house when she would tell her, you need to go. She was like, I ain't going nowhere. What you gonna do? Yeah, Comcast does not mess around. Or it's Xfinity now. And they're liars too. I called to have the internet hooked up here, and they were like, because I don't have smart TVs, because my TVs still work. Why would I go buy another one? And they were like, they give you a flex box for free. So I was like, yes, please. So I don't have to use my like put a dozen apps on my phone and you know cast to my Chromecast. And so I paid for the technician to come out and bring the equipment, so I don't have to wait in the mail. So he comes there. He's like, "Oh no, we only bring the modem." I was like, well, "What about the flex box?" And they were like, "Yeah, no, they'll mail that to you." And I'm like, "Okay, so now it's going on almost a week, and I still didn't get it." Fun times, but they want a ton of money. Yeah, I thought about doing an Airbnb thing, but then I saw that video and I was like, yeah, that's not gonna. Cause I mean, if somebody thought they would squat in my house or on my property, yeah, they got another thing coming. I'll just come in there and snatch you right out of that house. You overstayed your welcome. But I think the way those squatters are getting around it is if they're in there for a certain period of time, they become technically renters. So even though they're not paying, the length of time, um, if they're there for a certain length of time, then you actually have to get an eviction notice, which is 30 days. It's a real hassle. So yeah, I can understand why the county won't allow Airbnbs because yeah, there are those who will ruin it for everybody else. Exactly. I'll just go in there and pick you up by your hair and pull you out the house. Oh, he said he was good. Oh, that's good. There's plenty of room back there. I mean, I think, well, actually, the horse farm part, I would say stay away from. She runs the woman who leases it runs a nonprofit called From Combat to Calm. She does equine therapy for veterans, combat veterans. So it's pretty cool. But there's woods behind that. You guys can go and squat in there. Have a great night, JBP. It's good seeing you. But I do have the soon to be Jersey Ray Diggs YouTube room. Hey, Karen C., the real McCoy. Um, so there's that. Might actually be an extra bed in there, make it a Jersey Ray command center / muffins room / guest room. The Ray room. So hopefully next week I'll have the desk in there and that set up. Right now I'm using it like for storage before I bring everything down in the basement. All the stuff that's typically in an attic. Oh, I have a big gun. Can't show you because it's YouTube. Hey Tracy, good to see you. I was just talking about our event this weekend. About all the YouTubers that were there. No, I forgot to mention Tracy's Treasures. I'm glad she came in because I knew there was a couple of people I forgot. But yeah, so it was I know they had a record number there Saturday. Um, I don't remember how many people were there, but it was a lot. It was a lot of people. I don't have a a double pump shotgun. I have a muzzle loader, 50 caliber muzzle loader. Raz boom boom room. Yeah, it is fun, Mark Sensor Sharia. And then yeah, you can look it up. It's called Serenity Stables. Um or Serenity Farms. It's really cool what she does. Um don't remember what I was talking about again. I have CRS real bad. So yeah, I was saying hopefully next week I'll have that set up in there, have everything that's normally in an attic down in the basement. Get the trim done on the new windows, and then eventually buy a dining room table because I now have a giant eat-in kitchen and a new living room set to go around my fireplace. Can't wait for it to get cold so I can put my fireplace lit in my sunken living room because this was built in the 70s, so it's got to have a sunken living room. It's gonna be fun. Never noticed how my eyebrows make me look like I'm mad all the time. Anyway, so yeah, Tracy's Treasures was there, and we had a good time. Yeah, I got to make time for digging because I don't. I have some footage from this packed weekend, but I don't think I have enough for a full video. So I may have to skip this week too on the premieres, and then yes, you did, Tracy. Like I was saying in the beginning of the stream tonight, for those who came in later too, about events. What do you look for in them? What do you expect? And I brought it up because my club just had an event this weekend, and I've never actually shot the 50 cal. I've shot smaller, but I've not shot the 50 cal. Um, I brought it up because, hey, Mandy, because two reasons. One was our club had an event this weekend, and two, somebody was messaged, have fun finding pennies, LOL. Um, so that's why I had brought it up. Like, what do you expect to get out of one? What do you look for in one? What makes you go to one? Do you expect to walk away with more, making your money back or more on your entry fee? Or do you go for the social aspect of it? Did I miss somebody? No. So that's what we were talking about, Tracy. I know that's why you go. And well, the party pooper once upon a time, I believe this same very person used to say they go for the social. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. That what you expect out of an event. Exactly. You go there to have fun, have a good time. I go there hoping to win a prize or two, but expecting to have a good time. And and then it's just who I am. I couldn't help it. I had to help Faye. And on all three hunts on Saturday. And I was fine with that because Faye paid her way and she should be able to find fun things. Hey, Olin. Um, yes, there's lots of pennies in a lot of hunts. My club is not the only one that puts pennies in a seated hunt. And the pennies are to even out the playing ground for everyone because everyone there, from novice to pro, from young to old, each paid their way to go there. And most tokens and things like that sound just like pennies. So that's why there's pennies in a seated hunt. It is to give everybody equal opportunity to find whatever is special there. Token for raffle tickets or tokens. I kind of like the raffle ticket idea because even then, it still evens it out. On the last day, nobody, the people who didn't find any tokens, they each got 2 tickets, and the guy from Quarter Hoarder's crew won on both of his tickets. I had, I think, 10 tickets, and I won 1 prize. The day before, I didn't win anything, and I was fine with that because I didn't go there to win prizes. I would hope to win something, but that's not why I went there. I went there to hang out with people that do the same thing I do, have the same interests I do, whether they're coin shooters or relic hunters or a little mix of both, whether they like the beach or the woods or the fields. It didn't matter to me. They all do what I do, and it was great fun seeing everybody from young to old, and that's why I go. Exactly, Chad. At Boyerstown, so come out swinging's like a little mix. Um, you got your natural hunt, and I think last year, well, I didn't really hunt that long. I was busy being socializing. Um, but I found a few things. So it's a mix of a natural hunt. Then they do have a seated hunt. I don't know if he's going to do it again this year, but he does have a seated hunt. And that one doesn't have pennies. That one's the silvers in the ground, kind of like the way Nathan used to do it. And then they have one called Brass in the Grass. You go in, you pay a couple dollars, you find a brass token, you turn in your token for a prize. Then there's the tone game. There's 10 things buried, and you guess what they are. I'm talking about Come Out Swinging, Tracy. Um, and there was another one. I don't remember what it was. Oh, the poker run. So yeah, so I don't think there'd be pennies in that one, Delver. But a lot of club hunts do put pennies in there, or they'll put Chotskis or whatever. But what they do it for is just to even it out because they realize most of their club members are elderly, so everybody gets a chance. Hey, Graveyard. So that's what we were talking about earlier, Tracy. Tracy was there. So let's see. It was like YouTube extravaganza. There was Tracy's Treasures. There was Quarter Hoarder. Doug from Quarter Hoarder. The young guy, I really don't remember his name. Andy for Lost Boys Relic Recovery. 508 Magnets. And even though he doesn't have a YouTube channel, Vidi was there. Michael Vidovich. Um, Team Lynch Beach Metal Detectorists. I don't know. Did I say 508? Yeah, Josh. 508 Magnets. Um, me. Relic Recover, some Naughty Dog Treasures. And Detective Shore. Yeah, they used to do that in this Tracy. They didn't do it this time around, but they'll do them sometimes where there's mercs out there, sometimes silver quarters. But this hunt, I guess, to because the amount of people they were expecting, there were a lot of pennies spread out. Like I said, because you've seen there were some people with fists full of raffle tickets for their tokens. Um, and then there were people that like didn't find any tokens because those people snagged them all up. So that's what the pennies are for. Yeah, they did do silver dimes 2 years ago, but that's probably maybe part of the reason why. I mean, one of the hunts 2 years ago, the first hunt was pennies. Um, but the pennies are because they sound like a lot of other things. What is the best thing I ever found? Uh, I found a few good things. I found a 1 real before. That was pretty cool. Found a complete shoe buckle, sterling silver match safe. Yeah, Tracy. I was uh I was trying to only focus on the buffaloes, but I couldn't help myself, and I took pennies too. Yeah, the trime. Nicole punched me. You touched my trime. My trime. Uh, I don't know. I guess those are the best things I found. Best thing I ever found. Um, in the ground. I think the most exciting thing I ever got, the thing I most got excited for was the complete shoe buckle because I had never expected that. It is small. The halftime is really not that much bigger. Um, I think my second favorite, well, I can't say favorite because I like all my stuff, but the second most exciting thing was when I found when I did the ring recovery and it was James Dean's grandmother's ring. Hey, Graveyard, no matter where you are in the world, man has been. There's stuff there to find. It just isn't going to be easy. I saw your IHP. I love Indian heads. Did you, Bruce? How was it? Yeah, it was complete too, Nicole. I never expected to find a complete shoe buckle. I wasn't even all that dainty about digging it because I didn't know what it was, and it was stuck in a root, and it was just a lot of work to get to it. But I got it out, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" It was a complete shoe buckle. The barber half. I was pretty excited over that. I was glad the Lynches were there to see me get that. Half dimes are fun. I use predominantly Viento. I use my Garrett AT Pro, and I also use the Equinox 800. Night, Steve. Good to see you, buddy. And thank you again. I will make sure in my video, next video I do, I will list my Patreons. Starries is one, and Mandy is another. But those are the two I predominantly use Viento. Um, Once I get all settled, and I spent a lot moving, so as soon as I can afford to, I'm gonna probably get the Deus 2. But before I do that, I gotta upgrade my computer because this one does not have enough memory. I mean, I could change out the RAM um, from a 4 to 8, which will give me 12. Might speed it up a little bit, give it a little more strength. Because it's a good computer. It just doesn't have enough memory for this or for uploading videos sometimes. Largies are fun. Um, yes, pilgrims really did have buckles on their hats, the 3-point hats. I found a small one time, and I thought it was a child's shoe buckle. But after doing research, almost 5 years later, I realized it was a hat buckle. No, I did not get a chance yet digging up Carolinas. I promise you I will. The past week and a half, I literally from work to moving. I haven't watched anybody's anything. Um so I mean I have watched a few shorts here and there, but at work while on lunch or on break. But I will actually after this, I will put it on and I will watch it and I will make sure I have my phone nearby so I can comment on it because when I watch it on the big screen, I don't usually comment because I can't type a comment on my TV. Hey, Nick Haas. Yeah, it kind of. I don't have it with me in here. It's in the other room. It's small. It's about like that, where a shoe buckle is like that, right? So it's about an inch and a half long, and I thought it was a child's shoe buckle because it's got the two pins where the tongue would be. So it's definitely a colonial buckle, but the size of it's too big to be the knee buckle. So It has to be a hat buckle. And somebody in the recent past had shared a um, article on buckles, colonial buckles, and the one I have is identical to the hat buckle. So I'm gonna go with this. It's a hat buckle. So the 3-point hat that they wore had buckles to hold those bits up to make the 3 points. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching Carolina's video. But yeah, those half times are tiny. They're not very big. What did you get? A cat bust? Yeah. I got two of them. It's crazy. Like I found one in 2018. Um, I found two half reals and a cat bust, 1835 cat bust dime, all within 6 inches of each other. And then last year, about this time last year, I found another 1835 cat bust half dime. A large Eviento is a large cent. So before the modern penny or the Indian head penny, they had large cents. And I don't have one in here. Like I said, I just have my desk in my room. A large cent would be almost a little bigger than a quarter. Just looks like a penny that looks a little bit bigger than a quarter, and it would have Liberty on it. See, that's the thing, graveyard. Um, the more you like, especially if you're a relic hunter or you do a lot of fields and stuff like that, outside of finding coins, um, you'll find relics too. And you'll look up, yeah, tricorn hat. I knew there was it was called something other than 3-point hat. um, so the more you research about the things you find, the more you learn. And I'm not super knowledgeable on the coins. I know what they are when I see them, but I couldn't tell you between a flowing hair and this and that on the largies. I know it goes by date, but I've never been one real good about dates. I can remember the date of my coins, but um, time periods for them. So yeah, I would say, Chad, in between the size of a quarter and a $half. Yeah, Tracy, Viento's been trying to find somebody to detect with for a while. He's over in Brooklyn. I'm not at 700 Carolinas. Um, I'm at 600, and it took just about a year. Uh, Previously, the 1,000 took almost 2 years. So, yeah, about a year and a half. What did I miss something Delver said? What did Bruce say? Low tide and waves upset that. Oh, bring extra weight. Yeah, you got to wear those little heavy things. Oh, you hid your treasure boxes, Treasury. That Tracy, that's awesome. Tracy, Viento's still kind of new to the hobby. Well, that's the thing about this whole detecting community graveyard. I mean, there is ID me, and that's a little bit of a mix of a lot of different type of people. But any group, any channel's group page or any detecting group page, you put something you found on there, and there is somebody that's going to know what it is and tell you about it. Tell you sometimes more than you need to know, I guess. But like outside of what is this? Oh, it's a large cent. I'm good. They'll tell you when it was minted, how it was minted, what you should be looking for. Like a lot of information. People have a lot of information. They love to share it. Oh, one box has a Morgan in it. I guess I'm gonna have to detect all 5 burrows. Hey, blistering barnacles. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, mate. Or good day, good night, good night. Uh, you have to detect it, Viento. Hey, ski searcher. What's up, buddy? Yeah, so that's pretty cool, Tracy. Now you need to go down and put one in each county in in New Jersey. Have a great night, graveyard. Don't work too hard. Thanks for popping in and joining the discombobulated chat. I'm still like I'm still so exhausted from this whole past week and a half. It's not like I didn't know I was moving. I just waited till the last minute to move my stuff. That's a good one, Nicole. Mark. Hopefully somebody finds him, Tracy. That's pretty cool. So I hope you guys had a good weekend because I was talking all about mine and I didn't even bother about yours. Kind of sad to see the sun go down much earlier than it used to. Seemed like for some reason this summer was super hot, super dry, and super short. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but it was definitely very short because usually it seems like the sun goes down earlier slowly and it seems like really quickly because it really seems like 2 weeks ago it was going down at 8 and now it's going down at 7. It is a very dry summer. It's the ground's still dry. I feel like I'm walking on cement when I'm crossing yards. My feet are killing me. My feet feel like the city delivery people's feet do because they're walking on pavement all day. All right, Shannon. Talk to you soon, cuz. We still got to figure out which grandpa we have in common. Yeah, I have a feeling it was pretty cold last year, but I have a feeling it's going to be super snowy this year because like I don't remember last summer being this dry and this hot. I mean, we heat waves before obviously, but I mean it seemed like all of July or at least the last 3 weeks of July and almost all of August was over 100 every day. It was ridiculous how hot it was. Yeah, I heard, Mark. Awesome, Tracy. I'm looking forward to it too. It did go way too fast. I honestly, I mean, it felt like in the middle of that heat, it felt like it was taking forever. It was like, oh my God, is the summer ever going to end? But it really was short. Um, it just, I guess the heat just made it seem like it was not very short, but it definitely was very short. Because I remember the summer solstice, I said, well, the sun is going to start going down like 2 minutes earlier every few days or so. And it's already going down at like almost 7 o'clock, just after 7. I am too. I have a couple, I have another farm with a cornfield on it. And hopefully this year they take all the corn off. They didn't last year. I detected it in that corn though. I didn't even care. I just knocked the corn over. I figured we gone to 10 to 9. Might as well go a few more minutes. But anybody else doing? Looking forward to fall digging fields, and I'm probably still gonna stop throwing my pillows on the floor. I'm probably still gonna do the woods though for sure. I know we had a few days that it was over 100 though, Mark. But yeah, it was a hot summer, and it was a very short hot summer. Yeah, I just got into water hunting this year in NorCal. I was going out to PA with uh, Mike from Great Finds and Patrick from Stories from the Signal, and that was a lot of fun. I feel you on that one. What you know? What it is? It's like all these people talking about climate change. You know, the Earth goes for cycles. The Earth is a living being, just like us. The Earth goes for cycles. We just weren't around for the last time the cycle came around. So it's not climate change. It's just Earth being Earth. I don't know, Tracy. I still get ticks anyway. But we'll probably wrap this up soon because I think I pretty much ran out of topics to talk about. That's just how tired I am. Oh, good night, Nick. I didn't even see you. I didn't see you heading out, buddy. Not many in Queens. I bet you are. I didn't even. What was that over the weekend, right, Chad? You talking about Robert's stream? All right. Good night, Tracy. I will talk to you soon. And I promise next week I'll be much more lively. I'm just like truly exhausted, but I didn't want to not live stream again. I know how much you guys look forward to my face talking to you. I've done that. Well, I've not done the bidding though, Bruce, but I have done that. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. That's crazy. So yeah, maybe next week. Hopefully, I'll be set up in the Jersey Ray uh, relic den. I'm gonna try to pop in, Donald. Um, I work Saturday. Uh, I will try to. Wait, 11 a.m. Central. What time is that here? What time is it Eastern? I can't even think. Oh, that's pretty cool, Bruce. Copy machine. 12. Oh, you're Central. Yeah, I guess that's 12. I'll try to take my lunch at 12. All right, everybody. At 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, if one of you blue people want to share Just Be Cool's link, um, check out Just Be Cool's birthday giveaway this Saturday. Make sure you're there. I'm gonna go in his chat, whether I'm on lunch or not. I'll make sure nobody's looking like, supervisor wise, and make sure everybody's in there wishing him a happy birthday. Thank you, Ed. Wow. You'll be 59. You should tell people you'll be plenty nine. Plenty nine. Because you've seen plenty of nines. You just turned 16, Flash? You don't look a day over 13. Who are you kidding? But all right, kiddos. It is almost 8:30. I mean almost 9 o'clock because I can't tell time. Like I said, make sure you check out Just Be Cool on Saturday. 11 a.m. Central, which should be 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you're on the West Coast, that would make it 9 a.m. over in California. Check them out. Wish them a happy birthday. If you can't make it, wish them a happy birthday now ahead of time because Just Be Cool really rocks. And his channel name is a really good one. Just Be Cool. Just Be Cool. You would, Mark, too. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm right there with you, Mark. I'm not 55, but I got the mind of my brain thinks it's about 15. It thinks it's 15. PG5 for life. I'll get some rest on Friday because I took the day. Because I just need a day. And I will see you all next Wednesday night, 7:30. And I'll see you all next week, 7:30. And I don't think I'll have a premiere this week. I may surprise you, but probably not. So until then, you guys have a great weekend. Get out, get digging if you can. Keep everybody in Florida in your thoughts and prayers. Hopefully not just the Treasure fam, but everybody in Florida makes it out okay. If you're going to any events this weekend, have a good time. Go for the right reasons. And I will see you next Wednesday. Be kind to each other and be supportive of each other. Everybody's just trying to be who they are, and who are we to put them down? So have a great week. See ya. Peace.